let me thank Richard, especially for Richard Paradise, for his agility in allowing me to join you this way, and my colleagues, Michael Wertheimer, a close friend, and the reason I got involved with this in the first place. And Kathy, thank you, and my fellow board members. I am an honorary board member of the Martha's Vineyard Hospice and Palliative Care organization, and I am deeply honored to be part of that group and look forward to being as helpful as I can be now and in the future. The significance of palliative care and hospice care may be evident to you already. It was long a neglected area in our medical healthcare system for reasons I'll explore in a minute. But all over the country, that field has developed, I would say, brilliantly. And those people in communities around the United States and around the world that are able to benefit from world-class palliative care and hospice care approaching the end of life have every reason to be grateful for what this amazing field is doing. And this organization has brought that care to the Vineyard, a place I deeply love and that deserves to benefit from the proper approach to care in advanced illness and approaching the end of life. I'll do an advertisement, if I can, that the Martha's Vineyard Hospice Palliative Care deserves your support, not just your goodwill, but your resources, your money, because they need it. And they're doing a fabulous job and could do much more. So please dig deep and be generous. In my opinion, the advance of hospice and palliative care has even more significance on a broader palette of the improvement of American healthcare and indeed care around the world. That's been my career and my life, has been trying to help healthcare systems do better. The people in those systems, the doctors, nurses, all the people that work in healthcare want to do the right thing, but they don't always have the support or the structures to be able to do the work that gives meaning to their lives and benefit to patients and families. The healthcare system we live with today still is one built primarily for acute care, for care in the most dire moments of our illnesses and injuries. And it has been largely centered on hospitals and hospital care. For several decades, this country has been trying to turn the car a bit, not to give up brilliant hospital care, as you can get on this island, but to realize that most of our lives are not spent in hospitals, and we all deal with challenges to our health and well-being that have really very little to do with acute care at all. They have to do with the constant burdens and challenges of chronic disease, which last through time and space throughout our lives, and for which the hospital is not generally equipped to meet our needs. They have to do with the important needs for primary care, the first people we come to when we're ill, long before hospitals are called into play. And for the burdens of behavioral health care, which are enormous. In fact, the World Health Organization suggests that behavioral health care challenges may be the largest burden of health care in our country. The burden of aging, which brings whole new profiles of need. Most of the American healthcare system has been behind in trying to find ways to meet these needs. And so from my viewpoint, hospice and palliative care, as important as it is, and it is desperately important, is even more important, as iconic of the ability of communities to switch, well, to add resources, to change their focus into the areas where most of us live our lives and eventually pass. I think that what Martha's Vineyard Hospice and Palliative Care has done is really brilliant, and I strongly desire that it become available to people throughout their connections to this island. And I congratulate Kathy and her colleagues for what they've been able to accomplish. In my inability to join you, you don't know it yet, but you've gotten very lucky. In this field, I'm a fan and an amateur, but not a long-standing expert. The expert before you, now in my shoes there, Susan Block, is the real deal. Surf is up on hospice and palliative care as baby boomers have aged, and we've come into aging as a primary challenge. But Susan was ahead long long before most of the healthcare system was. She's an absolutely true pioneer in the domains of palliative care, hospice care, and advanced illness management in general, and in geriatric medicine. So you struck it lucky. I'm not happy to have COVID, but I am very happy to put you in Susan Block's hands, and I'm very grateful to you, Susan, for taking on the charge. Thank you, and enjoy the session.
Thanks for the lovely words, Don, and for your eloquence in sort of putting the challenges shown on this video, as well as the opportunities available in terms of improving and building and growing hospice care here on the island, into a really great perspective. The one thing that I want to just add, and then we're going to jump into the next part of our conversation together. I think the thing that is so unique about hospice and palliative medicine is that it really is integrated care. And we don't see a lot of integrated care in our healthcare system. It's very fragmented and it's very focused, and to our benefit in lots of ways on the biomedical aspects of taking care of patients, figuring out how to diagnose and treat and cure and develop new treatments. And marvelous things have happened there. But there has also not been the same kind of emphasis on addressing people's emotional concerns, the needs of families, people's spiritual needs and concerns. And that has left a real gap in the experience many people have in dealing with a serious illness.